Ladies and gentlemen, I am the Norm, and today I have a very important question I'd like to ask you, the major Hollywood studios, and YouTube itself. Where's the fair use? For as long as there have been people creating content on the internet, they have run into one simple problem: copyright infringement notices. Because they use footage or images from the movie, or the video game, or television show, people who own the copyright to said movies, video games, and television shows are claiming violation of their copyrights, and have even gone so far as to take down entire channels because of it. Now, the problem here is that the majority of these reviewers, myself included, are using these images, clips, and so on under fair use. Under the copyright law, fair use clearly states that if you are using clips and images with the intent of reviewing and commentating on said material, then you are legally protected from any copyright infringement, even if you decide to make money off your reviews. Now, at this present time, I am fortunate enough to still retain a day job, so I do not need to rely financially upon my movie reviews, as much as I would very much like to in the future. However, there are many content creators out there, including ones that I'm a very big fan of, who do this for a living, and thus require the monetization of their videos. Not only that, most of them are even more entertaining than the actual movies that they're talking about. Even more frustrating is that YouTube itself is going about this issue the very wrong way. You may have noticed that I have already taken down at least 4 of my previous movie reviews, and that was because of copyright infringement claims. After disputing them, an arrangement was made that the copyright claimants could post ads on said videos and make money from them. Now, me personally, I do think that is still a stupid solution. However, since I'm currently not financially relying upon my movie reviews, at least not yet, I did not have a problem with it. However, I was offended at the notion that the claimant was making money off of my videos without asking me, much less giving me the opportunity to explain myself as to why I thought their copyright claim was wrong. Another channel that I own and operate is Dragon Farm Productions, my own personal movie-making production group, which currently hosts 2 other review shows, Anime Explorer and The Over-Under Raiders, both of which have received copyright claims, and one of them is still in progress. But what's even worse than a number of unwanted, unfair, and diabolical copyright claims for anyone on YouTube is the fact that there is not a single human being at YouTube that you can even talk to about this. YouTube has become completely automated in everything, especially with the copyright claims. There is no phone number, there is no email address, there is no means of contacting anyone to dispute or even discuss these issues with copyrights. This, to me, is a sign that people at YouTube don't care and only want to ensure that the multi-billion-dollar companies make as much money as possible and silence people who don't agree with their products or their business practices. I love movies. I love watching movies, I love making movies, I love talking about movies, and I love reviewing movies. And for as long as I've wanted to make movies for a living, I've also wanted to review movies for a living. And I find that video platform is the best way for me to express myself and my opinions regarding this wonderful craft. And I am personally offended and insulted that so many people from so many high positions are working so hard to silence me and anyone else who dares to have an opinion contrary to what they want us to think. This is the reason why, while I do want to make movies for a living, I refuse to work in Hollywood. I won't even travel to Los Angeles to try and make it big. Because if this is the kind of practices that I can expect in Hollywood, then I want no part of it. I want to make movies the way they were always meant to be made, with heart, passion, and professionalism. And at the moment, I don't see that any of that exists in modern Hollywood. All I see is greed, corruption, and complete lack of empathy for anyone out there who's not at their table that has an opinion. I know I've gone on a lot about this, but this is really a massive issue that truly needs to be resolved in whatever way we can. Therefore, I would like to ask all of you to please help us. Help yourself, help me, help any content creator that you are a fan of right now by asking this simple question: where's the fair use? The best way to remind big corporations that we have civil liberties is to take advantage of them and do what is right, no matter how dangerous or how hard it may be. And to anyone working at YouTube or anyone who works at the major studios happens to be watching this right now, I want to tell you one thing. I am not afraid. We are not afraid. We will not be intimidated by you or anyone else. We have a right to say how we feel about your products in any way we see fit. And you certainly do not have the right to threaten or intimidate us with anything you can throw at us. We're not going away. We're going to be here for as long as we want, and we're going to continue to speak our minds. And there is nothing you can do about it. The best thing you can do is step back, let us be who we are, and maybe we can find a way to coexist. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the norm. And I ask you, where's the fair use?